the steadiness and the smoothness of the breath after we've been relaxing our belly for a while and our body. Everything just kind of softens. And I know that sometimes when we're really activated or when we've had a lot of trouble with breathing or with hypervigilance, that the breath isn't accessible, maybe just in the way that it is normally. And yet it's really worth it, even just to work around the edges of it to gradually become more comfortable. So, one way that we could do it would be to notice the rhythm and the sensation of the air moving through the nose. And notice how cool it is as we're breathing in and how warm it is when we're breathing out. It's not something I'd ever really noticed before I started working with the breath. We warm the air with our body. Air is warmed in our lungs. And then we breathe out that warmth along with the stale air. Our body relaxes. The whole process of breathing out, of exhaling, is one of relaxing and releasing, letting go of what's not working for us, including the stale air, of course, but also including tightness in the muscles, catastrophic thoughts. So, just by focusing on the softening of the exhale, we let go of a lot more than just the stale air. And notice what that feels like in your whole body. Notice your whole body from head to toes, toes to head. Notice the back of your body. See if you could let the muscles through your back soften and release any holding or tension. And do that on the exhale. So on the inhale, we just remain aware so we're not building tension. And on the exhale, that's where we get to soften more deeply. So just with your attention on softening the back of the neck, the shoulders, the muscles of the upper back, let them soften each time you breathe out. You could even exaggerate the inhale a little bit. Take a deep breath and then a long exhale. And then bring your attention back to your whole body, the flow of air in your nostrils. From this wider focus, we come to a narrow focus. Just the sensation of the cooler air as it flows in the membranes of the nose, and the warm, moist air as we breathe out. Relax all the muscles of your eyes, the corners of your eyes, the deep muscles of the eyes. Let your sense of sight be at rest. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, the side of your head, the temples, your cheekbones down to your jaw. Continue to notice the sensation of the breath. Notice if it comes down all the way into your back of your mouth, into your throat. Where is it that you can no longer feel the temperature difference of the breath as you're breathing in? Might be right down into the pit of the throat, but at some point we lose track of that sensation. And relax your tongue, your jaw, the hinges of your jaw. And what's the first moment where you can notice the feeling of the warm, moisture air as it's leaving the body? Is it in your throat? Is it in the back of your mouth? In your nostrils? Such a simple thing to be observing. And often that simplicity will help settle the mind. Sometimes there's not quite enough there to keep the mind engaged and the mind wanders off. Just for another minute or so, let's stay with the sensation of the breath in the nose, in the throat. Allow the whole of your face to soften, your forehead and eyebrows, your jaw, your lips, your tongue, your throat. And then bring your attention down into your chest, into your stomach area. And now we're in the area of our body itself is moving. We're not just noticing the passage of air and the sensations that creates. We're noticing the movement of the diaphragm, that large muscle around the level of the lower ribs. And when we're completely relaxed, it's so much easier to breathe diaphragmatically and smoothly. So focus for a moment on your lower belly, your mid belly up to your navel center. And every time you breathe out, notice how soft that gets. Just that one thing, let your belly soften as you breathe out. And notice the whole of your chest and stomach area. And what does it feel like just to be monitoring the breath? So we're several minutes into the practice now, so maybe the breath has gotten smoother and more even. Some days the mind is so busy that it doesn't really settle the way it does other days. So, whatever your situation is, though, we can always bring our mind back. Just focus on this movement of your body as you breathe. What are the subtle sensations as you breathe in and the muscles lengthen? As you breathe out, your stomach settles back towards your spine. And anchor all of your attention on the breath. If you like, you could be working with longer exhalation. You're breathing into a count of 3 or 4. You could breathe in to that and then breathe out up to twice as long. But ease and effortless are the key elements of the breath. But no straining, no pushing. It's within your capacity. And we can move to the edge of our capacity. We could broaden our capacity by breathing more deeply. As long as we stay relaxed, we stay within the window of this still feels relaxing. And it can feel wonderful and energizing to breathe in more deeply. Get that rush of oxygen into all the cells in the brain. Especially if we tend to be kind of tight with our breath. We might need that oxygen back. Right now, the only important thing is to stay focused and relaxed and let ourselves breathe. Everything else that's waiting for us when we're finished the practice, we could let that wait. There's no benefit at all to trying to figure something out or even to worry about something, because that's going to interfere with this deep rest and relaxation. So keep your mind really focused. And even though what we're sharply focused on is a very soft, relaxed process, keep your mind awake and alert, very focused. And when we do that, we can notice everything that's here. We can notice the movement. We can notice the stillness. We notice that we're having an experience and we're observing the experience. We might notice the space in which this is happening, the space of awareness, the space of our body, space of our consciousness, our being. Through all of those layers, there's this gentle anchoring rhythm of the breath. And we can keep coming back to that again and again. Our mind wanders a bit and then we bring it back. We notice our whole body, notice the movement of our body with the breath and the stillness that's here too. And for the next 2 minutes, commit to yourself to stay 100% focused. So maybe you've already been really focused, or maybe you've gone to sleep, or maybe you've been thinking about something else. But we still have a couple of minutes. My meditation teacher used to have us do 2 minute practices all the time. Choose what you'd like to focus on. Maybe it's the stillness in your body, maybe it's the sensation of the air in your nose, the rise and fall of your belly. And then imagine a few of the things that might happen today and see yourself moving through them with this awareness of your breath, with the softness of your body, with this ease and comfort. See your body language, see the softness in your face, see yourself really present. And then when you're ready, finish the practice and open your eyes.